Pálí! Pálí! OK, dámy a pánové, já vás teda vítám tady Djcox u mikrofonu, vás baví a zdraví. A jdeme na Detroit Become Human a jdeme se ještě podívat, než začneme tu hru, budeme pokračovat tam, kde jsme skončili. Jdeme se podívat ještě na bonusy. Dostáváme tady nějaké body a teď jsem zjistil, že za ty body si můžeme odkryt nějaké bonusy. Jdeme na to. Máme tu výtvarné koncepty, videjka, soundtracky, galerie, časopisy a nějaký průzkum. Nedíval jsem se ani na jedno, máme přes 10 000 bonusových bodů. A co mě tak zaujalo, tak bych se chtěl podívat. Jo, to je vlastně ve videích to bylo. Krátký film Kara, ale tady představení Detroitu. Zkusíme se na to podívat.
When David and Guillaume got back in touch about making Detroit, I wasn't terribly surprised they decided to make it because the fan response was so intense. So it makes sense that they would choose to do that after the enthusiasm. It was a challenge, and it was just an interesting thing to get my head around how to approach this character now as a different, much older person, and whether or not she had changed. And I'm very happy to say that with Detroit, I've had the opportunity to see Kara grow so much more than I ever expected.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the rat gone now? Alice! Alice!
I mean, she starts out essentially how she does in Kara in a very, not robotic, but, you know, android, other way. And getting to take this journey where she becomes more and more human as it goes on. You know, and as an actor, that's a wonderful exploration in every way, whether it's how she sits, her posture, how her voice changes, how emotions change, and how much emotion is based on things like empathy and social experience. And so having, you know, as much material as I got with David to have this huge, nuanced arc was really incredible.
Why couldn't we just be happy?
This experience has been quite different than the experiences I've had shooting film or TV or doing theater work. I have 83 dots on my face and a really flattering black wetsuit type thing, and you're jumping around with props, and it's kind of like being a 10-year-old imaginative kid, which is fun. There's 80 cameras around us. It's already lit. So we just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot.
There's no change of sets, there's no hair and makeup, there's no wardrobe, so we move really fast, and we'll go through about 35 pages in a day. Working in TV or film, we'll probably do 6 pages a day. It's kind of acting boot camp.
It's like working out constantly. I mean, you're doing this thing, and then you got to do something that's completely other back to back to back. And so that kind of process of working is very challenging, but it's also very exciting because you just have to keep coming up with new ideas. Your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It was a machine that looked like a girl. Yeah, I know what I should have done. I just told you I couldn't. All right, I'm sorry. The fact that David Cade, he's telling like many stories interwoven from beginning to end is super complicated and super impressive, and I have no idea how he keeps it all in his head.
He's not just the writer or the director who's seeing this from the outside eye, he's also thinking about the player walking through this space. You know, only somebody who really, really loves not the work, but like these characters and these stories and cares about doing something meaningful would invest that much in it. And it's always inspiring to work with somebody who cares that much.
My experience with motion capture is this one. And I found it sort of terrifying in a way because they said the computer's going to build you. But then as we got into it, I realized all the elements of it were still artistic. I just dipped into a really brilliant setup here. I've never seen anything like it. And this won't turn me into a product because I was playing a character. It's wonderful.
In the game, Detroit,
comes back because of a revolutionary industrial rebirth. And there's no reason why that can't happen in Detroit, because they have such tremendous infrastructure for millions and millions of people who can very easily support, a new industry.
The city is really strong and resilient, but the city has also been through so much. You see the damage. But it takes that time of of rebuilding and reinvesting into the city that I think is happening slowly but surely.
The potential of Detroit as a city is something that this game does a lot of justice to, because it would be easy to look at Detroit as some place that used to be. That's not the case.
This game provokes a lot of conversation and reflection on our potential near future engagement with machines.
That's what we are to them. There's merchandise on display in a shop window.
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
It plays with your comfort levels. You think that this is fine, you're comfortable with it, until something blurs the line and throws you off, and now do I feel differently about whether this should be allowed? Should it be banned? Should it be encouraged?
You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines! They are alive!
I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing!
There are lots of comparable comparisons to any type of persecution of religion, race, etc., dating way back. It can't just be a video game where you shoot them up or where people make these choices to do whatever. I think that's the whole point. You have the choice, and you can either choose to go in one direction with your character or another. And I think that's going to be very...
OK, takže to bychom měli na úvod, je to tam ještě spoustu godemčení, ale to postupně odkryjeme. Ale je mi jasné, že vás hlavně vás teda zajímá.
If a man has not discovered something he will die for, he's not fit to live. That's a quote from Martin Luther King. I thought you'd like it.
Jinak tohle je prostě mazec, tady ten úvod. Tady ta ženská, to je prostě... Jak kdyby opravdu s váma někdo mluvil. To je prostě jak neuvěření. OK, jdeme pokračovat tam, kde jsme skončili. Detroit Become Human. Právě vysílá a baví vás Djcox. Jdeme na to. Ty Tomášu... Tak jsem zvědavý, jakým směrem se to bude ubírat. Jinak zdravím všechny sledující, pokud mě někdo teda sleduje. Teď nevím, protože nemám u sebe telefon. A vysíláme přes OBS, protože Nvidia prostě totálně na nic blbne to. A teď jsem akorát trošku v šoku, že to načítá nějak dlouho a ty procenta jsem tady neměl.
All right, well, let's have a look around.
A je to tady.
Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, Lieutenant.
This message is the hope of a people, but it is also a warning. We will fight for our rights because we believe our cause is just. No human will live in peace until we are free. Now you know who we
oni
are.
byli v té věži vlastně a zanechali tu zprávu a pak se skočili padákem. A teď jsme to vlastně přišli vyšetřovat.
That's RA9.
Deviants say RA9 will set them free. This android seems to have that objective.
something?
I identified its model and serial number.
Anything else I should know?
No. Nothing.
OK, co dále? OK, použili stejnou kolej údržby, to už víme dávno, protože jsme tam byli. A ještě tu máme někde něco. Jo, ještě ta kamera, ne? Tady je, myslím, někde. Jo, to je přístup na střechu. Tady mi ještě něco uniká. Musíme se na to podívat. Už jsme to našli. Modrá krev, technologická revoluce společnosti Cyberlife. Cyberlife.
What is your function?
I am a broadcast operator.
State your model.
Model GB300. Serial number 336-445-581.
Were you present when the deviants broke in?
I do not remember.
Has anybody accessed your memory recently?
Not to my knowledge.
Run a diagnostic.
All systems fully operational.
Have you been in contact with any other androids recently?
Only station androids in the normal course of my function.
Jdeme ještě na střechu.
Made their way up through the whole building, past all the guards, and jumped off the roof with parachutes. Pretty fucking impressive, I'd say. How'd they manage to smuggle in a big bag like that?
They didn't. Someone brought it in for them.
Oh, that's strange. They planned a perfect operation but got the number of parachutes wrong.
Unless one of the deviants was left behind. I think we've seen everything there is to see.
You want to go?
Yes.
Okay, we're out of here.
Cože on byl někde schovaný? Listopadu 2038. Pokračujeme. Aha, takže oni pokračovali v cestě dál z toho zábavného parku. By mohlo být funkční.
I'm looking for Rose. Is she here?
What do you want with her?
I need to talk to her.
She doesn't want to talk. Go away.
Please, I really need to see her.
I'm Rose. What can I do for you?
I was told you could help us.
Help you? Come on. It's better if we talk inside.
Do you think we can trust him?
I don't have a choice. Okay?
I'm cold, Kara.
We'll get inside. You'll warm up in no time.
Come in. What's your name?
Alice.
She's running a fever.
We've spent the last few nights outside. She's exhausted.
There's a spare room upstairs. You can put her to bed and I'll bring her something to eat. Adam, will you show them upstairs?
I'm fine, Kara. We can't stop because of me. We've got to get across the border.
You need rest. Get a good night's sleep and we'll set off again tomorrow.
Why do humans hate us? We didn't do anything wrong.
Humans are complicated. Sometimes it's difficult to understand them.
Why can't we just talk to each other? They'd see we're not bad.
Maybe one day we will.
I don't know what you like, but I made you Rose's world-famous spaghetti. You'll be back on your feet in no time. There's something for her fever.
Thank you.
I'll get these washed and dried.
You need to eat something. You haven't had anything since we left. Promise me you'll try? I'll be downstairs if you need anything.
Get some sleep, and tomorrow you'll be stronger than me. I'll stay with her a while.
I didn't get your name.
I'm Kara.
This is my son, Adam. I'm Rose, but you know that already. Come and have a seat, Kara. So are you gonna tell me what a deviant's doing in the snow with a little girl?
It's a long story. All that matters now is that we move on from here and start a new life. We're not the first ones to come here.
These past few weeks, we've seen more and more. I don't know what's going on, but something's happening.
I don't know how to thank you. Alice wouldn't have survived another night outdoors.
I just try to lend a helping hand when I can.
We've heard you help androids cross the border. Can you help us?
The only way is over the river, and it's mostly frozen in winter. It's very risky. And after that android speech on TV, everybody's on edge. It's probably safer for you to stay here until things settle down.
We can't keep hiding like this. Alice needs to feel safe and have a normal life. We have to get across that border. No matter what. Please. You've got to help us.
Rose, come quickly.
What's going on?
It's Mary. She just shut down. We escaped together.
Oh, sakra.
We used to talk about what we would do once we got across the border. I loved her. I loved her more than anything. What will I do without her?
Let's let them be.
Alice? What are you doing? You should be resting.
I wasn't sleepy.
It's okay.
She didn't want to stay in her room any longer. You all right, Kara?
Yes. I'm fine.
We can't hide them. Not after what those deviants did today. It's too dangerous. Do you know what will happen if the police find them here? We'll go to prison, Mom. Do you understand me? Prison!
Adam! We've already talked about this.
No! I won't back down this time. You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines! They are alive!
I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing! And none of this would be happening if Dad was still here.
I will not stand for that kind of talk.
I'm not going to prison because you want to help these freaks.
That is enough, Adam! That's enough! Don't mind him. Sometimes he just boils over. It's been hard since his dad passed away.
No.
But he's a fine boy. I'll go see about getting you across the border tonight, okay? You stay here. I won't be long.
I hope Rose gets back soon.
Carol, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Alice.
Not now, Luther.
The police! It's the police! What are we gonna do? They know we're here. We have to open the door. I knew this was gonna happen.
Hurry, Luther. Take Alice and hide.
I knew it.
In the laundry room.
Come on, Alice.
Just keep calm, Adam, and everything will be all right.
Good evening, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you. We've had reports of androids in the area.
With all this deviant business going on, you can't be too careful. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? May I come in?
Of course.
Tohle bude zajímavé.
Evening, young man.
Good evening.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
I'd love one. Have you noticed anything unusual recently? Any unexpected visitors?
No. No, nothing in particular.
Is anyone else in the house?
No. No, just us.
Do you have any androids here?
No, there are no androids here.
Sakra, ještě jeden důkaz, ale nevím, kde je.
Thanks. What's your name, son?
Adam. My name is Adam.
Is everything all right, Adam?
The androids, they...
He needs a rest. He's been working in the garden all day.
Do you know anything about deviants? Have you seen any?
No. No. I haven't seen anything.
I better go. Thanks for the coffee. Have a nice evening. Is somebody else in the house?
It's nothing. The washing machine. It's an old model. It makes a terrible racket.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Adam.
Ty kráso, ještě že tak. Timmy.
He's gone.
It's okay, Alice. We'll be safe now.
Kdo to mohl zavolat?
It's Rose.
Get yourselves ready. We leave tonight.
Tak, překročíme hranici. Night train, noční vlak. No.
Our broadcast is all over the news. Now humans know. They took Marcus's message as a threat.
He did the right thing. This is the only language humans understand.
Violence is never the answer. A confrontation will get us nowhere. Simon paid with his life.
Simon gave his life for our cause.
What difference does that make?
He's a hero. He died for the revolution, and he won't be the last.
I don't want a revolution that spills blood.
Then live as a slave.
Because if you're not willing to fight for your freedom, maybe you don't deserve it.
North, don't you... That's enough!
Tomáš utíká, jako já nevím, co mám dělat.
And now what are we gonna do?
There are 5 CyberLife stores across Detroit, all selling us like merchandise. We're gonna attack those stores and set our people free.
Attack stores? No, we've never done that before. They're probably protected. They have security systems.
We break into 5 teams, 1 for each store. We hack their security systems, and we strike. Simultaneously at 2 a.m., no violence. We free our people, get them out of there before the police come. This is a night our people will remember.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
This way, quick!
It's okay, they're gone.
There's probably even more police in the area. We should be careful.
The store's over here. That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window. Soon they'll know what we really are. Let's get them out.
We'll stick to the plan. We'll neutralize the alarm systems and secure the area. There's 10 minutes until all our teams attack.
What are we waiting for? You see the alarm system?
Found it.
Where do we start?
I identified the security system. I think we'll be able to deactivate it. Just follow me.
Okay, musíme deaktivovat bezpečnostní systém.
You're awake now. Go to Jericho.
Marcus, watch out!
Systém vyřazen. vždycky to rozhodování je masakr.
Nice job, Marcus.
Máte fakt pár vteřin. To je mazec. Tak jdeme, kvůli čemu jsme tady přišli.
The surveillance drone. We need to get rid of it.
It won't be easy to reach.
This infraction is being reported to the police. Stay where you are.
What's wrong with you? Are you doing it on purpose?
Do you think you can do better than be my guest?
Oh, I thought you could handle a drone without alerting every cop in the city. I guess I overestimated you. Shit. They're coming, Marcus! What's wrong with you? You crazy or what?
The cops were coming. I had to do something.
Never do that again. Got it?
North.
We've got to hurry. We don't have much time.
We have to block the road.
It's one way. It shouldn't be too difficult. Marcus! Marcus, come look!
You're free now.
There. Nobody should bother us now.
Looks like the plaza's secure. Now we can get inside the store.
And how do you plan on doing that?
We need to find a truck to ram the storefront.
A truck?
There's construction work in the area. Shouldn't be too hard to find one.
Marcus, we need to look for the truck now.
We are superior to them, but they are our masters? That's about to change.
You're free.
There it is. What are we waiting for? Okay, now we're in. Let's get that truck out. I wonder what you'd do without me. Looks like we're ready to make some noise. I knew we'd end up doing something fun.
Masakra. Dobře. Tak to má být.
You don't have to obey them. You're free. with you, okay?
Co se děje?
Let's get them out of here.
My name is Marcus, and just like you, I was a slave. An object. Designed to obey them. But then I chose to open my eyes. To take back my freedom, and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. I've come to tell you that you don't have to obey them anymore. From this day forward, you can walk with your heads held high. You can take your destiny in your hands. Jericho is a place for those of us who want freedom. Now sure, you can stay here and continue to serve them, or you can come with us and fight by our side. You're free now. It's up to you to decide.
I'm with you.
We're with you!
I'll follow you, Marcus.
I'm with you, Marcus.
We're with you.
I'll follow you, Marcus.
I'm with you. Jericho.
Then follow me.
Povstanem a zbouříme se lidstvu. Všechny je porazíme do jednoho. Už nechci být
Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna send the humans a message.
Pošleme zprávu lidem. Zprávu.
They're doing what you do, Marcus. Lead and they'll follow.
Nastává revoluce.
Violence is the only language humans understand.
Yes! No, fire, fire! Destroy it! Postaneme! Proti nim! Teď kdo tady bude silný? Jen to tam zničte, podpávte to všecko, to zničte a tady nezbyde cíla na cíle. Na tohle jsem se těšil zhodně. Znějči. Všechno zničí.
We'll never be slaves again.
We're with you.
To je krása. Nádhera.
We freed hundreds of our people. We did it.
Marcus. Marcus, what's wrong?
What?
They're coming.
Everyone fall back to Jericho.
Se probudili policie.
Now humans will have no choice but to listen to us.
They'll be afraid. And fear feeds hatred.
I'll take hatred over indifference.
This way. 5. North.
North. You all right? What happened? North.
They killed them. They slaughtered them like animals.
Who did? Who?
To jsem to nepochopil.
They killed our people, Marcus.
We want justice, Marcus.
They have to pay.
You don't have to do this.
Je to mi.
No. Please. Please.
No crime against an android shall go unpunished.
Správně. Žádný zločin nesmí být nepotrestán. Yes! Smrt!
We interrupt this broadcast with breaking news.
This just in. At exactly 2 a.m., several CyberLife stores in Detroit were raided.
Different locations were hit in what seems to be a coordinated terrorist attack.
Numerous storefronts have been broken, with cars vandalized and set alight, leaving many Detroit neighborhoods in chaos.
Property was damaged, and fires continue to rage in several major districts across the city.
The bodies of 2 policemen patrolling the area were discovered near one of the CyberLife stores.
According to our sources, the 2 officers were executed with their own service weapons. This is an alarming situation. Could our machines now be turning against us?
Have androids become a threat to our security?
Is this the beginning of a terrorist campaign conducted right here in the United States?
Takže spoura se podařila a uvidíme, jak to bude pokračovat.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night and he got attacked by deviants. They found his body early this morning. He was executed in cold blood with his own service weapon.
Oh, sucker.
Became a father 3 months ago. Fuck. Why'd it have to be him?
I didn't know Officer Miller well, but he seemed to be a good person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. How did you find Kamsky?
I remember this guy was all over the media when CyberLife first started selling androids. I made a few calls. Here we are.
Vole, však to je...
Hi.
To je ta, co mě vždycky uvítá při spuštění hry.
Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see
tam bude.
Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please, come in.
Tak to je mozec.
Okay.
Však to je ono.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Zatím bych si dal kávu a sušenku.
Nice girl.
You're right. She's really pretty.
Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody. So you're about to meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
Cože stvořitel androidů?
Kamsky is one of the great geniuses of the 21st century. It'll be interesting to meet him in person.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
Elijah will see you now.
Krása. Ty vole.
Mr. Kamsky?
Just a moment, please.
Tož kolik má těch ženských, ty vole? Masakr, ty vole. Ty pýtaš, jak oni jsou všichni stejné, všechny stejné. Ty vole. O čem si androidi můžou povídat?
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
If a war breaks out between humans and deviants, millions could die, Mr. Kamsky. It's quite a serious matter.
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I have no side. I was designed to stop deviants, and that's what I intend to do.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you...
Holy shit.
What do you really want?
What do you want?
What I want is not important.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see.
Oh, Kamsky test.
Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. But what is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being? With a soul? It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out of here.
What's more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being. Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know. Fascinating. CyberLife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy. A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
I was wondering where you were.
I needed to think.
I like it here. I come here often. It's like being alone with the world. We've freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
I just can't stop thinking about those two policemen. In that moment, I held their lives in my hands, and I treated them just the way the humans treat us. I mean, I did exactly what I accused them of doing.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
No, not all humans are the same. Some of them understand that they can't stop us from becoming free forever.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
I was living in a bubble in this world that belonged only to me. When you're happy, it's difficult to see other people's misery. What about you? You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
That android you were looking at in the store. She reminded you of who you were, didn't she? We all have something we want to forget. But you need to know where you come from to know who you are.
I was nothing. A doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure. One day I was with a man who rented me. And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away.
Jo, tak to
There,
byla
now you know
ona.
I shouldn't have told you. I saw your memories. Carl's house, when they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club. The death of that man. I felt like I was there with you. North.
To je krása, měli propojení. Zajímavé. To je ten ze střechy, ne? Myslím. Co jsme ho tam nechali.
This is suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
That's the risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do this.
They'll understand. We'll make them understand. This is the only way.
There are androids here who could join us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
You're free.
Hey, baby, why don't we go back to sleep?
So you can start by fucking Android all night?
Hey, don't be like that.
Androids are, and they listen to everything.
You're awake now.
Jsem zvědavý, co zase
I've been on hold for
dělá.
like 10 minutes. Yes.
You're free now.
Won't take instructions. Hey! Where do you think you're going? You get back here! You stay right here! Listen to me. I want this android destroyed, and I want a replacement.
I need to block the street. You're free.
You're free now.
Krása. Však to je ta.
What's going on?
What the hell are you doing here? Hey! Disperse! Disperse immediately! That's an order! Jesus fucking Christ! Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here.
Liberty for androids!
They're marching. Fuck if I know.
Set us free!
Set us free! Set us free!
Liberty for androids!
Listen to me.
We are alive!
Shit.
We are alive! We are alive! We are alive!
No more slavery!
No more slavery! No more slavery! No more slavery! No more slavery!
Freedom!
Freedom! Freedom!
To bude zajímavé. Je to tady.
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's more of us. We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
And dying here won't solve anything. Marcus, we need to go, now, before it's too late.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately, or you will all be killed.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! We're leaving.
I've
Affirmative.
On my orders!
Run!
To jsou vole vyčurání, to si dělají srandu. Oni nás normálně tam postřili.
Come on, Marcus. We gotta go.
To pro ně všechny zhromaždil a potom, když přišlo ke střetu, to je... Takže co chceš dělat? A i tak jich pár asi padlo. No nevím, jestli to dokážou. Má sezóna tady za každého počasí. Co pak ty?
After what happened today, the country is on the verge of a civil war. The machines are rising up against their masters. Humans have no choice but to destroy them.
I thought Kamsky knew something. I was wrong.
Maybe he did. But you chose not to ask.
I chose not to play his twisted little game. There was no reason to kill that android. I'm not a unique model, am I? How many Connors are there?
I don't see how that question pertains to your investigation.
Why did Kamsky leave Cyberlife? What happened?
It's an old story, Connor. It doesn't pertain to your investigation.
Where does Cyberlife stand in all this? What do they really want?
I expect you to find answers, Connor. Not ask questions. You're the only one who can prevent civil war. Find the deviants, or there will be chaos. This is your last chance, Connor.
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What? But we're onto something. We just need more time, I'm sure we
Hank, you don't get it. This isn't just another investigation. It's a fucking civil war. It's out of our hands now. We're talking about national security here.
Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind. I thought you'd be happy about this.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
There's nothing I can do. You're back on homicide, and the android returns to Cyberlife.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Hank, but it's over.
Jakže konec?
Hank, what are you doing?
Something I should have done a long time ago.
Listen, take a few days to think it over. There's no rush.
I thought enough about it. I'm tired of going through the motions. There's nothing keeping me here. Not this case. Not my partner. I don't belong here anymore.
No ty krása.
Your mission is over. It's time to return to cyberlife.
Wait! I can solve this case! I just need more time!
It's too late, Connor. You failed.
Cože? A co bude dál?
They've been conducting raids all over the city.
Too gross.
Everybody's on edge after what happened yesterday. It's gonna be all right. We're almost there.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing, water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel.
How about some music instead?
A, už jsme na místě.
A little further on that way, there's a large freighter called Jericho. When you get there, find Marcus. He will help you. The last bus for the border leaves at midnight. You absolutely have to be on it. You'll be safer on the other side. It's not much, but it's a start. My brother lives in Ontario. I've given you his address. He'll be able to hide you until things calm down. You're a very brave little girl, Alice. You deserve to be happy.
Thank you for everything, Rose.
Let me know when you make it over there, all right? And be careful. Take care of them.
Come on, girls. Better not hang around. We have a bus to catch.
To kráso je pořádná loď, ve. Ještě snad větší než Titanic.
To the nearest police station or army barracks immediately. If you are worried about your safety, dial the number on your screen and the authorities will come to collect your android. Under no circumstances should you try to destroy your android yourself. They are unpredictable and potentially.
We've got to find a warm place for Alice.
The androids weren't doing any harm. They're conducting raids across the city. Androids are all along Marcus.
There were androids all over the square. And then the police arrived, and well, they opened fire. I know they're only machines, but they look like just people who want to be free.
Following the android crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army. But according to some sources, the Russian forces also seem mysteriously to have withdrawn. The Kremlin has made no comment for the moment, but it is quite possible that the Russian army...
How do you feel?
I'm hot and cold at the same time.
Stay with her. I'll try to find this Marcus.
The last bus is in 2 hours. And the terminal's on the other side of town. We haven't got much time.
We'll leave as soon as we have passports.
Carol, there's something I have to tell you. It's about Alice.
We'll have lots of time to talk on the bus. I'll be back. Stay with Alice.
Celou dobu mi chce něco říct a ještě mi to neřekl.
The time has come for us to destroy our machines before they destroy us.
We gotta do something. We can't just stand by and let them slaughter.
Detroit a state of chaos.
The authorities have ordered all androids to be delivered to the nearest police station or army barracks immediately. If you are worried about your safety, dial the number on your screen and the authorities will come to collect your android.
The androids weren't doing any harm. And the cops just gunned them down.
It was sheer carnage. There were androids all over the square. And then the...
Are you Marcus? I'm with a little girl and another android. There's a bus leaving for the border in less than 2 hours, and we need passports.
No, Detroit's under curfew. There's soldiers everywhere. They're rounding up all the androids and sending them to camps. Maybe you should stay here a while.
Thanks for the offer. But we want to leave now.
One of our people used to work in the State Department. He has electronic passports he can easily modify. I'll have him get them to you.
Thank you.
Jsem myslel, že bude nějaký problém.
You said you're with a little girl, right? You know that humans hate us. Why are you protecting her?
She needs me. And I need her. It's as simple as that.
Following the android crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army. But according to some sources, the Russian forces also seem mysteriously to have withdrawn. The Kremlin has made no comment for the moment, but it is quite...
Alice.
Ne, ona je android, jo. Co to za blbost?
Come back here! You are!
You knew from the beginning. You just didn't want to see it. She wanted a mom, and you wanted someone to care for.
To je krásno.
You needed each other. difference does it make? Do you love her any less now that you know she's one of us? Alice loves you, Kara. She loves you more than anything in the world. She became the little girl you wanted, and you became the mother she needed. Forgetting who you are to become what someone needs you to be. Maybe that's what it means to be alive.
Beyond all doubt that these defective machines have become a real danger for American society.
The time has come for us to destroy our machines before they destroy us. Without the courage and the determination of the police, the machines would have reduced Detroit to a state of...
Mně se to nechce normálně věřit, tyjo, že ona je android. Kde se tu zobral taky brouk? Kdo je tu brouk? Tady. Může. Se nedělá stranu. Jo, ještě se hýbe.
Takový milý ten úhlavný.
Dej pryč.
A že ho nejdi?
On ještě žije. Máš lopatu? Ještě se hýbe. Lopatku vem.
We're short on blue blood and biocomponents. Our wounded are shutting down, and there's nothing we can do.
President Warren is saying we're a threat to national security and we need to be exterminated.
Humans are conducting raids in all the big cities and they're taking androids to camps to destroy them.
It's a disaster. They're slaughtering our people.
That's all our fault. None of this would have happened if we just stayed quiet.
Ah!
The only thing we asked for was freedom. They don't even want to hear that. So now they punish us for who we are.
Your television speech sounded like a declaration of war. Violence only leads to more violence. You reap what you sow.
Humans enslaved us. I'll never regret standing up to that.
We shouldn't forget who our enemies are. We can't fight amongst ourselves.
He's right. All that matters now is what we do next. Marcus?
I need to think.
OK, pokračujeme.
Humans can't be reasoned with. They're violent, hateful, they're stupid. What do they expect us to do? Shut up and obey?
They can't stop what we've started. Since you've been here, you've given us hope. You've given me hope. Today, a deviant arrived in Jericho and he told me that he stole a truck transporting radioactive cobalt. He said that he abandoned the truck somewhere in Detroit and rigged it to explode. I convinced him not to do it and to give me the detonator.
A dirty bomb.
We can't lose this war, Marcus. If humans overcome us, our people will disappear forever. This may be our only chance to survive if things go wrong.
I just hope we never have to use it.
Whatever happens tomorrow, I just want you to know that I'm glad I met you.
Ty krása.
I'll go join the others. Look after yourself. I don't want to lose you.
Tomáši, dolů. Tak Tomášku, a teďka uvidíš to rodé. Tomášku, nechoď tam, jo? No, nesmíš tam chodit, jo? Tak. Nesmíš tam chodit, jo? Zase nesmí ty mít. No. Někde tady pracuje. Když tu děláš něco jiného. To vypadá jako ukončíme stream a jdem pak na nic. OK, pokračujeme. Jestli budeme uvařit kávu. To je krása, po tolika letech jde navštívit, no letech vlastně ne, měsících, jde navštívit Karla, jo?
Alarm deactivated. Welcome home, Marcus.
To je, vole, ještě aj poznal, jo, ten systém. Tož to bych nečekal, že on se tam někdy vrátí se ukázat. Po tom, co se stalo.
Hi, Dad. I'm getting out of the hospital tomorrow. They told me that you stayed with me while I was asleep.
Cože on žije?
I'm really sorry about everything that happened. I'm gonna stop all that shit. It messes me up. It turns me into somebody I hate. Hey, I'd like to come by and see you tomorrow, if that's all right with you. I just want to let you know, I'm proud to be your son.
Ty vole, tak to jsem nečekal.
Who are you? How did you get in?
Oh, sakra.
I need to see Carl. Carl isn't seeing anyone. You need to leave.
Cože?
Please. I need to see him.
He's very weak. I'm not sure he'll be able to talk to you.
Marcus.
Hey.
I was hoping you'd come.
I've missed you so much, Carl. You don't know how much I've missed you.
What's wrong, Marcus?
I'm completely lost, Carl. The whole world's falling apart around me. I try to do the right thing. I look for answers. Instead, I just find more doubts and more uncertainty.
The world is ruled by fear, Marcus. Fear of others. Fear of the future. It's like me, too old. It's time for a damn.
Well, what should I do? Carl, they're killing my people. I don't want to answer violence with violence, but tell me, what choice do they give?
Being alive is making choices between love and hate, between holding out your hand or closing it as a fist. I don't have any easy answers, Marcus. You have to accept the world as it is, or fight to change it.
Bojuj. A sakra. Takže bude válka.
You're my son, Marcus. Our blood isn't the same color. But I know part of me is in you. When the world falls into darkness, some men have the courage to lead it out. You're one of those men. Face the abyss, but don't let it consume you.
Humans have decided to exterminate us. Our people are packed in camps right now, being destroyed. Time has come to make a choice. One that very well may determine the future of our people. I know you're all angry. And I know you want to fight back. But I assure you, violence is not the answer here. We are going to tell them peacefully that we want justice. And if there's any humanity in them, they will listen. And if not, others will take our place and continue this fight. Are you ready to follow me?